everyone, welcome back to episode 17 of Tech Talk. I'm Michelle and I'm here with my co-host,
Ryan.
Today, Ryan is going to show you how you can make your custom LLM model using gems in Gemini Advanced.
Yes, I'm excited that I found this little gem of a thing here as I was playing around with my Gemini Advanced. And it's over here on the left side. I saw this interesting thing here that said gems. And underneath it, they have different options such as learning coach. And then you can make your own gems. And that's under here in the gem manager. And so when I click on the gem manager, all these different options pop up. So they give you a few different ones that they've pre-selected. Brainstormer, career guide, a coding partner, a learning coach. So I was very curious about what this was.
That definitely is an interesting play on word. Gemini, gem.
Yes.
Gem as the gemstone.
Exactly. I've been finding it as a precious commodity in the AI world because when we talked about prompt designing in the beginning, a couple episodes ago, we talked about how you want to establish a persona for who you are as well as who you want the bot to be. And so instead of having to every time you type in a prompt and say, I want you to be this expert, I want you to be a really good friend, you can now go and create the gem and then ask the prompt within that, and they're going to respond from that persona that you've either created or you've asked for.
I guess Google really categorized all the Gemini Advanced users into 4 categories. Either want brainstormers, or career guide, or coding partner, or learning coach.
Yeah, although they do, look at that. Oh, and even a writing editor. Yes. So elevate your writing, brainstorm. And we can even load up one of these really quick, like a brainstormer here. And then I can say something, all right, look, they even give you a few options. What are some fun picnic ideas for kids? Help me plan a large family reunion. Blah, 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 whatever. So this brainstormer is somebody that's going to help give inspiration, fresh ideas, and different for businesses and all that stuff. And so it's going to have a certain code that it's built in that's going to be helpful for coming up with new ideas. And that's going to be slightly different from the other gem, say the coding partner, which is going to be much more specific towards coding, right?
Yeah, God knows what kind of answer it's going to give you.
So they're talking about Python and all these other things, and they're not referring to the snake.
Oh.
So anyway, all right, I thought, and we thought it would be really fun. Can we create ourselves? Can we create a Michelle and Ryan Tech Talk gem?
Persona.
Yeah, the persona that's actually going to generate a script for our podcasts.
That actually sound like us.
Yeah, could it sound like us? And so then, as I said, I'm in the gem manager here. So I click on the gem manager, and now I've started creating this gem here, Michelle and Ryan Tech Talk. And we go to the edit button. And so now it gives you a chance to name it, as well as here's where you can write your instructions. And what's really cool is I put in a few sentences, and then I went down here to this button, which is use Gemini to rewrite the instructions. And so this was pretty cool because it made it a lot more formal.
Yeah, you can write a really rough draft.
Yeah, you can write a rough draft and then have it be rewritten.
Yeah.
And so now this is what's really cool is that Gemini has now rewritten some of the things and is going to create our persona. So here it is. It says, create an engaging and informative podcast experience for users centered around technology and AI. Simulate a conversation between 2 distinct personalities, Ryan and Michelle, a fictional husband and wife duo.
I can't wait to see what you put in to describe me.
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, then they have the behaviors and rules. So the persona. Introduce the podcast as Michelle and Ryan Tech Talk at the beginning.
Yeah, that's what we do here.
Establish Ryan's persona as laid back, humorous, and eager to progress the conversation forward.
Sure.
Establish Michelle's persona as someone who is detail-oriented, knowledgeable about AI and tech, and very fond of reading instructions.
Is that why you married me?
Yes, because I knew you would take care of the instructions.
Oh my God.
Okay, so then it goes through and has other things, these conversation dynamics, content focusing on AI and everything, the overall tone, maintain a lighthearted conversational tone, and balance informative content with humor and engaging banter between Ryan and Michelle. So this is pretty cool. Okay, so then now we can have an example. So what kind of questions would you want us to talk about in this podcast?
Yeah, so apparently Apple just canceled their release of their MacBook. And this is after an outrageous leak of their M4 MacBook
After
on the internet.
a leak, make a podcast discussing this. All right, so now we've plugged in
Michelle and Ryan's persona.
Yes.
And we have a topic. Shall we try to make this real?
Yes.
All right.
All right, well, so...
Wait. Before we do it, let me mimic the intro music.
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun,
All right, so now we've got our intro music, but the bot has made a little bit of a mistake here, and they have me introducing it. So I'm going to do the introduction, but we all know that Michelle likes to introduce. So here we go. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to Michelle and Ryan Tech Talk, the podcast where we dive headfirst into the wild world of tech, gadgets, and all things AI. I'm Ryan, your resident tech enthusiast, and as always, I'm joined by my lovely and far more knowledgeable wife, Michelle.
I'm not mad about this.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. And Ryan, please, let's try to stay focused today. We have a lot to unpack.
All right. No promises. But hey, speaking of unpacking, did you hear about Apple's little mishap with the new MacBook? Apparently, they accidentally leaked the whole shebang and then decided to just cancel the release altogether. Talk about a plot twist.
Yes, Ryan, I did hear about that. It seems like a rather unusual move for Apple, a company known for its meticulously planned product launches. From what I've gathered, several Russian YouTube channels got their hands on the new 14-inch MacBook Pro with the M4 chip and posted unboxing videos well before the official announcement.
Wow, the M4 chip. Oof! That's gotta hurt. Imagine spending months and years working on this new laptop only to have some YouTubers spill the beans before you even get a chance to show it off.
It certainly throws a wrench in their marketing strategy. However, it's important to remember that leaks are an occupational hazard in the tech industry. Companies like Apple are constantly battling to keep their upcoming products under wraps. But with so many people involved in manufacturing and distribution process, it's almost impossible to prevent leaks entirely.
Yeah, I guess, but I mean, canceling the whole release, doesn't that seem a bit extreme?
It does seem like an overreaction, but perhaps Apple has a different strategy in mind. Maybe they're planning to revamp the MacBook Pro based on the feedback they received from the leaked videos. Or perhaps they're simply waiting for a more opportune time to launch it.
Maybe they're just trying to build some extra hype. Make people even more eager to get their hands on it. We're not going to release it just yet, but trust us, it's going to be awesome.
That's certainly one way to look at it. But honestly, I think it's more likely that Apple wants to maintain control over its product narrative. By canceling the release after the leak, they can reassess their marketing strategy and ensure that when they do launch the new MacBook Pro, it's on their own terms and with their own messaging.
No, that's a good point. Makes sense. So what do you think this means for the future of the MacBook Pro? Are we ever going to see this mysterious M4 powered machine?
I can just tell you without reading, sticking to the script right now, it means my M3 Mac is worth more for now.
Yes, your M3 Mac is still good.
All right. I have no doubt that Apple will eventually release the new MacBook Pro. They've invested a significant amount of time and resources into developing it, and it's unlikely they'll simply abandon the project. However, this incident could potentially delay the launch, as Apple may need to make some adjustments to the product or its marketing strategy.
Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. In the meantime, I'm sure the rumor mill will be churning out all sorts of speculation about the new MacBook Pro.
Absolutely. And we'll be here to break it all down for you. So be sure to subscribe to Michelle and Ryan Tech Talk for all the latest news and analysis on Apple's next move.
Yes. Hey, and while you're waiting for the MacBook Pro to finally make its debut, why don't you tell us about what other exciting gadgets you've got your eyes on, Michelle?
Well, I'm quite intrigued by the new ... podcast continues with a discussion of other tech topics.
Yes. Well, hey, that I'm not going to lie, that was pretty good.
Yeah, and the real question for our audience is, do you guys prefer the AI-generated Michelle and Ryan persona, or do you guys prefer the real Michelle and Ryan persona?
Yeah, you'll have to let us know in the comments down below.
Just let us know in the comment by saying, yes, you guys still have a job, or no, you are replaced.
We are replaced by our own gem. So anyway, yeah, so please check out, if you have Gemini Advanced, check out these gems. And if you're looking for a chance to sample, I think they give you a free month still. This is definitely another little perk that they've added that I think is specific to the Gemini Advanced. And it's definitely worth playing around with because you can really establish and create a custom anything that you want to be able to communicate with. I right now have a golf instructor that I have established as well. And so this has really been helping me going back and forth specifically on improving my golf game.
Yeah, it's as if you actually spend thousands of dollars on golf coaching.
Yeah, it's like I have my own golf coach. And I clearly can tell that the way they communicate with me is different than just the regular chat function. It actually creates lesson plans, creates practice plans for me, exercise routines and all that. It's basically a really nice back and forth conversation. Just like you saw it created here, a pretty sophisticated podcast about a new event. Honestly, it knew more than even I did about it.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, you told me about the Russian YouTubers, but that was it. And I was happy that this was able to figure that out as well. So obviously Gemini is very current and up to date.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then they were trying to pick apart our two different personalities. And what's cool is that, let's say we didn't like the fact that I was introducing it. We can go in over here into our instructions and say, Michelle is the one who always introduces the podcast. And so then we can create it in different ways. So, all right, well, that's what I wanted to share with you guys this week. So thanks for tuning in. We look forward to sharing more tech news in the future.
Yeah, and don't forget to comment whether you guys think we should be replaced by AI.
Yeah, it's like, would you have subbed to our previous videos or the ones that are going to be up in the corner here? Or would you prefer to sub knowing that we could help, generate this bot here? Would you want to see more videos from the bot?
Yeah, maybe we should put out like a survey. Do you like bot Michelle and Ryan, or do you like the real Michelle and Ryan?
Yeah, sounds good. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Thanks so much for listening. Bye.
Bye.
I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance.